Hello and welcome to PH Vids streaming. Sorry I haven't done a commentary stream for a long time, but I'll try and make a few in the upcoming weeks/months. First and foremost, if you haven't done already, check out the previous 7 episodes of this Gran Turismo Sport, which I have been playing for a few years now, a couple of years, off and on. Just to update you what I've done, first of all, I have been making quite a few liveries, which, if you weren't sure what they are like skins for suits, for example, like them, different helmets and car designs, which you can see I've done quite a few of them on the McLaren, the Ferraris, etc, etc. The Porsche one being one of my favourites. I've also, obviously, I did have about 2.5 million credits, but now I have 48,000, and that's because I have a goal that I want to, probably like most players, I want to own at least one of every single car in this game. So having 48 grand, what I'll probably do is, there's a few cars on this game which are under 40 grand, so let's have a look. I'm going through Europe at the moment. If you check out the other streams, you'll see that I'm going through these at the moment. I think I got to Italy. I can't remember what company. I think I got to Fiat. I'm sure I got to Fiat, but I might have got further than that. And I've got both of them. I won't be doing it on the stream, guys, but if you have this game, or if you do get this game, then check out the channel material as well. That's all quite cool little short videos, as you can see, only a minute long. They're quite cool. So yeah, I got as far as this, what's this, a Bath. I've never heard of that car company, but so there's a 2009 500, and then, but that's £1 million. There's a 1952 1500 Visposto, which I'll be getting that soon. But anyway, let's buy this one. Let's go on to the next company, which is this Abarth, and let's buy this car. Let's see what colour suits. I think suits this. So green, white with the red wing mirrors, or grey with the white wing mirrors. That's white with the red. Darker grey, red and white. And that looks like it's black and red. Let's check out this red and white. I think I might get the white and red just for this car. I've got so many red cars and so many black cars. Don't really like that view. Let's change it to this a sec. That's quite cool. I'm gonna have the white. Yeah, I'm gonna have that white. Every single person obviously has got different tastes. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about too much about the current situation, guys, out in the world, but what I will say is I hope everyone is staying safe. Remember to wash your hands frequently. Stay away from people when you do go out for your exercise. And now more than ever, if you like gaming, then crack on with some gaming. No better time. If you see on my other episodes, my other streams, I have just bought the original Final Fantasy VII, which I started last night. I uploaded the first stream, and I will be doing another stream of them later on this afternoon, as well as maybe another stream of this. Maybe without a microphone, maybe with a microphone, I'm not sure at the moment. Right, let me just, as you can see, I've before I started streaming this game, I've done the whole driving school, which I've been doing with a mate of mine. Well, the whole game really I've been doing with a mate of mine. We've got, obviously my philosophy, same as his, is that we just do not accept anything other than a gold. So that gold there took ages to get. So that's all of that done, completed. These mission challenges, which I may do in some future streams after I've done the offline races and stuff, but or maybe even in between, but I'm not feeling these at the moment. This line here, say 4, extremely hard. These 3 I breezed through them, but now these are really hard. And then we got circuit experiences, one of my favourite things, which is basically you've got to do the laps, segments of the laps at a specific time to win the medal, and the very last one on these, like that, and like that Nürburgring where you can see I haven't done it yet, obviously that is the whole lap then in a specific time, and I'm trying not to accept anything but golds, and like these Brands Hatch Autodrome de Interlagos I will be revisiting at some stage to try and get them at golds. Even that Nürburgring first one I couldn't get gold. These ones I couldn't get golds. There's loads I couldn't get golds. Loads I haven't even attempted yet, but this one, the Circuit de Barcelona, me and a friend probably played on this game for about 4.5–5 hours one night just to try and beat that silver and get the gold, and in the end we just could not do it. We gave up. It was impossibly hard. So definitely need to try and get that again. The only possible way I can think maybe that Barcelona one of maybe getting the gold is if I had a steering wheel, or if I knew someone with access to a steering wheel, maybe I might be able to change it into a gold. But anyway, we're concentrating on the GT League. I've completed before I started streaming, should I say, I've completed all of these, every single race in them, so in every category, every race. So unless the game updates and puts more on, which they do from time to time, I won't be going back on that beginner league unless I need some easy money, then I'll do them again. This amateur league, is what I'm on at the moment. I've completed the Clubman Cup, I've completed the Tourist Trophy. The 4-wheel challenge, I have got 1 silver, which at some point I need to try and change into a gold. It's just that it's really hard for some reason. I've completed the FR challenges. I've completed the Boxer Spirits, as you can see. I'm not going to do that for everyone, but you can take my word, I have completed them, all golds. Mazda, I've completed that. And I'm on JT Sports Meeting, which is the Japanese sport meetings. That's the one that I've been streaming the last few streams, and I've got 2 more races which I will be completing them both in this stream here, guys. So right, I've bought that car, didn't I, which is up the top there. Look, every time I buy a car I always equip it straight away, just so we can all see it up in the top corner. Level 32 I am. This is driving rating and sportsmanship rating. This is when you do online racing, which I have only ever done about 1 or 2 races. I'm more of a old school. Growing up playing games in the 90s and the 2000s, I'm more old school. I prefer the offline stuff, the career stuff, which I actually never bought this game when it first came out because it's purely online, which I absolutely hated. I thought Gran Turismo's gone seriously downhill having no offline, but luckily they listened to the fans and put some offline racing in, so career stuff. Right, I've got this GR Supra 2019, which 392 brake is the most I can put because it's maximum 394. If I tune it anymore, it will go above the limit for this event. So This is even though I've got Lancers, I've got Mitsubishi Lancer Evolutions, I've got a fair few cars, but this Toyota Supra is probably my favourite for this event, because even though the other cars are a bit quicker, meaning my other cars, this one is probably the best for handling. So, right, let's try and win this one. So 5 laps, 2 miles 90 of that, 5 laps. We're probably looking at about 12 minutes worth of gameplay for this race. So anyway, 57 grand for the winner, which I'm hopefully going to win, fingers crossed. I'll use this view. You can use many views in this game. That's one of my favourites, but I prefer, if I watch races back in replay mode, I prefer to watch them in replays. That is okay, that's okay, but I prefer, this is my favourite view. And that was a rubbish first corner. Switching the views, I broke far too late. Right. Where am I? 15th. You can see the speed is, I'm already catching these guys. Just need to. The thing is as well, guys, obviously, as you know, well, those that know, I don't know a lot about cars, but I know a little bit about cars, and obviously it takes a lap or two to get the best out of the car, because you've got to warming the tyres up. Once the tyres are warmed up, it just turns more easily. You can go faster. You drift around the corners. It's this green little thing. Just slow up. And also, once you get in front of the pack, you can also put in better lap times for the laps, because you're not having to slow right down to avoid contact, even though I do come across some contact sometimes. My car does drift quite a lot, but I've got the traction control on. You got 5 tiers of the traction control, so I've got it on number 3. It just suits me better, but you can change it. Once I'm on a straight line, I will show you. See where it says track map there, and it shows you the track map. You can flick left and right on the directional pad. Get past this. These cars things really great. Right, here we go. This is my chance here. I'll make it. Yeah, this is my chance now. Right, so you can flick the radar, see session best. There's your traction control, and there's your brake balance. I put the session best on because I like to always try and improve my times, lap for lap, even sector for sector. So that was 2 minutes 27 a lap. So hopefully, fingers crossed, my goal is every single lap to get faster and faster. I'm just going to pause it here, guys, just 1 second, because I've got a text message I just want to check. So it won't be long, guys.
Right, so I was going to be doing my exercise at about 10:30, but that's changed now, so I'm going to go out and do some exercise. Very important, you guys, even if you love games like I do, and if you work and you work at all, but try and make sure you get out for a bit of exercise. It's good for you. Well, it's good for you. Keep your fitness up for a start. Makes you feel better. Gives you a break from screens as well, which is very important. But I'll probably be streaming today, whether it be this game or any of my other games. It will be until probably about 12 today. So we're gonna have a good morning of it, which is quite good. Unfortunately, I haven't streamed a lot recently because I have been busy working, but unfortunately, due to this coronavirus stuff, I've not been working. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Anyway, like I said, I won't keep mentioning what's going on in the world. Just concentrate on this. Whacking into the side of me, mate. No sportsmanship. I'm up into 4 seconds behind. Oh damn. I need to pick up a bit of time here in this next sector or something. Oh no, well I don't think I'm going to get the fastest lap time on this lap. I think I'm going to be even slower than what I have been, because I just needed to do that, I'm sorry. It's going far too fast there. I need to concentrate a bit. Just don't want to go into autopilot. Oh Christ, I cut that a bit too much. I wanted to go over the chicane, not over the grass. Take that in 4th gear with a bit of drift rather than going into 3rd. Slow down a bit here. I'd say where possible, try and, if it's only going to benefit you, then try and get across the chicanes. Gives you better racing lines. Wheel spin going on there. So like that one, it gives you a much better line. And that car's coming up the inside of me, rapid. 3rd. So 2 more laps to go. I'm in 3rd. I need to slow the hell down on this corner. Oh, that's probably the nicest I've ever took that corner in this racer car. That car in front, that's exactly the same car as me. That's just GT Supra as well. Brazilian guy. So I'm on course. If I keep going, I'm on course for a best lap time. Just need to keep it together. Let's take a break turn. Right, use this car. No way I'm getting around that without going on the grass. If not, shouldn't really have done that. It sounds sporting shit, but it needs what's there. Drift.
Toyotas. It's the older Toyota Supra, this one. Come on up, she came past it. Into first. Slow the hell down. Sector 2 finished on 1.2 seconds up on my personal best at 2:15, so hopefully. It's one thing I do love doing on this game. I find if you're not striving for better times all the time, you just go into autopilot and it just boring. It just gets boring. Like, I'm in first, but I am facing the opposition, obviously, but I'm also all the time I'm fighting against myself because I want to get better times, improve my times. And I think that's how it should be. I think that's how you try and get the best out of yourself as well. Always improving, but not for perfection, you could say, or and striving to be a lot better. Right, we're going into a 5th lap. I've just had another text come from. I'm just going to very quickly check that. 2:13.54. Let's try and beat that in the. So that's a second half better. Let's try and. Right, this is going to be quite hard, I think. It's going to be quite hard to beat that time. I think how many seconds? 0.8. So yeah, I need to watch him. He's on my he's right on my tail. Oh God, have I done that too late? Oh no. Started looking at the map for the just had a glance at the sector 3 time there. Saw that my sector 3 time was down. Off track, so probably now I will not be 3 seconds down. Look, no chance now, so I'm just going to make sure I win the race now. There's no way of clawing back 3 seconds. It's just not going to happen unless I have these next couple of sectors the drive of the race, and just might be able to claw maybe a second and a half back off that time, but I don't think I'll be getting it all back. Tyres, obviously, at this point, you can drift and turn a lot more because they're totally worn in now. Up to speed. So you've got different levels of your driving on here. I am currently, where I'm level 32, I'm an Emerald driver, and that Emerald, I'm on amateur level. I'm on the amateur races now at the moment. So you got beginner, amateur, professional, and then you got the long ones, the endurance races. And to unlock them, you have to be level Emerald. So like I think you unlock Emerald at level 30. I haven't done any of them. They're like 60-minute races or like 30 laps. So it literally hours of racing, that is, on one race, which is cool. Gran Turismo 3 and Gran Turismo 4, I can always remember them 2 games in particular. For the PlayStation 2, I can always remember school friend of mine. We used to do about half an hour of stints and then hand the controller over to each other. Yeah, I don't think I've improved really on my times. No, in fact I've gone down 4 seconds below, but I've won the race. That's the most important thing. Just gonna check my PlayStation messages a second, guys. Said coronavirus just once. I won't obviously say it again throughout the whole stream and future streams. It was just a mistake. It will stay on my thing. Do your YouTube videos get put down if you mention coronavirus word? Right guys, made a quick squash while you guys were just checking out the replay from that driver's point of view. And right now so what have I got, 64,000 or 57 for that. Tell you what, just quickly, let's just have a break just for 2 sets from a race. So like I say, it's beginner, amateur. So beginner at Crystal right at the start. And then you got a Me Fist, which is 2-star purple level amateur, which I'm doing these amateur races now. I want to basically, I'm a bit funny set in my ways. I want to do all of the beginners, then all the amateurs, then all professionals, or potentially all professionals, and then all the endurances. But there's not very much of these endurances, but it's a hell of a lot of racing, even though there's only 4 events. But I might chuck in the odd one of them here and there between the professionals leagues, but I definitely won't be doing the professionals until I've completed them amateur ones, which I'm getting through. Let's go and buy another cheap car. I could just save my money and get like 2 million, 3 million, and then buy one of the best cars in the game. But like I say, I want to own all of the cars in the game, so I'm just going through all of them and buying all the cheap ones, and then I can start buying the ones at like 100 grand and stuff like that. See, like this, the Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution now, whatever it's called, 1991 that car come out. Look at this, what a beast of a car. 19, so we got 209 brake horsepower, so 1991, it's a bit of a beast. Look at that inside of that car. And then that's 600 grand, which that's a Lancia Stratos in 1973, which has actually less brake horsepower than that, more revs per minute on it. It's a lot lighter, different drivetrain. It's probably a better car, that one. It's got a better max speed and stuff, but less brake horsepower, but it's a better car overall. But anyway, let's buy this Lancia Delta. It looks quite cool. Just what colour do I want it in? That's the question. Looks quite cool in red. It looks quite cool in black as well. No, definitely not white. Looks a bit cheap. It's either black or red. Oh, please, yes. I was going to say, please don't be that garage view. Red or black in this Lancia. Tell you what, let's have this in black because that other car looked good in that red. I mean, I can edit any of these cars. I don't have to keep them in these colours. You can edit and stick stickers all over them, all sorts. But yeah, that one there, that looks quite nice in that colour. So I might keep that in that colour and have that one I've just bought like there in that black. So anyway, 9 grand's not going to get me nothing. 2,000 points now on the thing. So every day, once you've done so many miles, you get a free car, basically. Daily workout's called. It's a quick tip, guys. If you've gone through loads of screens and you want to get back to the main menu straight away, just go on the top left-hand corner and just click exit. It takes you straight back to the home screen. I didn't figure out that for quite a while. The automatic Ferrari 1976. I love these museum posts that you can go and look at the museums for everything, but I love seeing them all. You've also got my menu, which is like a log of everything you've done. 71% through the campaign, some miles I've done, blah blah blah, photos and all that sort of stuff, a graph of how you're getting on, your life log. So as you can see, got a few likes on these different photos that I've taken, which you can see in the other streams. I've done that. These are just challenges, so I'm getting through them challenges. Value of cars purchased, I need that to go up to 10 million. And then you got your gallery, which is all your stuff you can check out. Got 2 replays, got 14 cars. Well, 8 cars shared. This is only shared content, remember. So I've done 14 cars, but I've only shared 8. I've not shared any of them. Anyway, that's that. You can buy for an extra £7, but I haven't bothered with that yet, and I don't know whether I will, to be honest. You can buy Lewis Hamilton time trials. Right, let's do the last race in this and let's complete it. So what have we got? That was 2.9. So this could be a bit longer than the last race. It's 6 laps. Still the prize money's the same, but it's 2.68 miles per lap. And as you can see there, it's 5:30, so it may potentially be dark, but it's going to definitely be raining, so definitely have a Supra because of the handling ability on it, but it might skid around a bit more. So So yeah, it's getting dark. Like I said, it would probably be getting dark. Just checking my emails there. Right, let's let me just see on the car settings. Yeah, I've got that. I always set the car. I always put the weight reduction right down because normally the lighter the car is, it can go a bit quicker. But some people prefer a bit more weight. But don't get me wrong. Some races actually, it's better if you tweak it a little bit. I expect in the upcoming professional races, which are the longer races, which may even involve pit stopping, I may have to tweak a fair few different things. I can already feel on the control pad here that this road is more slippery, obviously because it's wet. Brake earlier. I feel like I've done that far too slow, but maybe I'll have to. I'm sure we'll see next lap, see if I can do a bit faster. Might not be able to, it might put me off the track, but I have to get a bit more wire. Going around that car. So I'm into 9th. I'm ready for now. Yeah, that's cool. I think I might be able to do it. 4. Gear 3 now. Back into the skin now there. Still be under mix to see evolution lines. Right. One thing that I've always found since 2017 when this game came out was, I got it in 2018 I think, but the graphics are just unreal. If you compare them to like old Gran Turismo games, it's just, I mean, it's just, they are brilliant, and they're only going to get better in time. Sometimes I look at this and I think, how the hell can they get better? It's almost like watching a real life race. I took that a bit wide, luckily it was like a driveway gravel. A runway gravel, sorry, not driveway. So 1:58 first lap. Let's try and beat that time. The one I was 3.5 seconds basically better off. So the singular lines on the map in the top right hand corner, I'm not going to glance at them because I don't want to go off the road, but you got single lines at part way through the track and then a double line. The double line is the finishing line, and the single line, which like I've just gone back through, that's the sector lines. So I was in total on basically 4.9 seconds better, as you can see, sector 1 and sector 2. Sector 2, I was 1.5 seconds faster on sector 2 than I was on sector 2 on the first lap. It's coming up to the finish line now, so 1:58, 1:54 best. So sector 3 I was actually down from my last lap. We'll try and get a lap in where I've got all 3 sectors quicker. It's quite hard, because it's 3.4 seconds. In this first sector that's quite hard, 27 seconds to do the first sector. Coming up soon. Okay, done it, I just went a bit quicker. I can go quicker on this one, I know I can. It just keeps going too slow. I've got to remember that. It's at about 30 seconds. Could make up some time with that corner, I just keep forgetting. I'm at 3 out of 6. So after this lap I'll be halfway through the race. Just brake. Might brake too late. Oh no. Well, that's messed up that lap time. There's no chance of no chance. You're stuck on sand and it's raining. It's going to take an age to get out. That's the lap time gone for this lap now. There's no point even trying to compete with the times. Just try and get back in the lead. Try and get back into front of this. Super in front of me, just a super. Yeah, 4.5 seconds because I went off the road. There's just no point trying to do that. But I'm in 3rd place, I need to get in front. I'm at 5.8 seconds, it's going down. When you're on a straight, that will kind of fastest car on the track, so should be the fastest car on the track, so I've gone too wide again, but luckily you can use all of that, use that runway. Just cut this corner a little bit. Take these faster, I know I can. Past that round, that line. Into 2nd place. Let's use that one. Go a bit too wide there maybe. I'm still in 2nd place, but running wide there might actually put me down on that sector time, I reckon. I'm going to be down on that. Yeah. And I've buggered this one up. Oh no. What happens when sometimes when you're concentrating on the sector times and trying to get better sector times, you mess up. I'm just going to, for the next 2 laps I think, and then on the last lap, for this lap and the 5th lap, I will just try and get into 1st place, obviously, and then on the final lap I will try my hardest to set a better lap time now at 1:54. Just need to concentrate on getting in front of this guy. Like it's stopping raining now. I know it's still raining, but not mental rain. Right, I am 1.5 seconds ahead. And these are the corners now. Actually, I need to just attack more. Get down, just cut that corner, almost take it through this, you can, ideal. Just getting this slipstream, that's exactly the same car as what I'm driving, but it's in white. Getting this slipstream and cut them out, and you go on in 1st place. But, as again, I did that quite nicely. That was quite a nice corner, that one. Could be on here for... could be on for a best sector time. I'm going to brake a bit earlier though, right now. I'm going to go off track again. It doesn't matter there if I just go over, but I'll keep my line. Well, 0.1 second quicker, so that last lap was the fastest lap for me. That 3rd sector, I cut off a lot of time flat, so 53.7 to beat. I'm on course for it at the moment. It'll tell me when I come across the next. It's nice. That's probably the nicest I've done that corner in this race. Yeah, 1.72. That's because that corner I took that nice. Right then, sector 3 time is when you cross the finish line. Just get on round here. Last corner. this a little bit. It's lovely. This should be a best lap time. That's the 6th lap. Oh, that's the 5th lap. I thought that's the last lap. Okay. Yeah, 153. Let's try and break 153. It's going to be pretty impossible, I think. Try and get the 152. Let's just take more risks in this last lap. I'm 5 seconds ahead, so I've got a little bit of a manoeuvre if I go off the track. So let's push. Let's try and take some risks and get this lap time up. Fastest first sector. Cut that. No. That's what I mean, taking risks, taking different lines, but that definitely didn't work out, and I've probably messed it up now. Probably won't break that 153, probably won't even get a fastest lap now. Take that wide. Come on, push. Try and get behind here in 4th. What a bit of... definitely lost my back end there. The lead's gaining, but the time is set to time's going down. Oh, crikey. Just lost a couple of seconds on that second place driver. Shouldn't affect the outcome of the race, just means I probably won't have a fast lap. Just try and drift out round this wide, keep on the accelerator. I think I might that cone out there, but just trying to gain a little bit of time, but not fastest lap, but I've won the race. I've finished the J Sports meeting, which the last 3 streams have been about. That. Guys, I've just got to quickly go and take the dustbin round. A second, I won't be very long. Stick and replay. Shiny. Right, sorry about that, guys. Just had to put the dustbins back around the back. It's bin day here. I have also just had a drink, but as you can see, I'm glad that whole competition now is finished, and let's say update the game and put it gosh, running around the house. And then unless they update the game, what I was going to say, and they put more races on, this is going to be immense. Vision Gran Turismo trophy. Have I got? There's no maximum power for start. Visualize special Vision Gran Turismo vehicles only. I've got a couple Gran Turismo vehicles. I've got one, in fact, 630 brake, but I've got a feeling I might not be able to do this race yet because, saying that, I am the fastest car in the race, and I can probably use my mileage points to upgrade it even more. So I can do this race now. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably do it. But this is one competition that I will probably, when I get much better cars in the future, I will then do this race again, but with like a Vision Gran Turismo with like probably 900 to 1000 brake. But let's just have a quick look. I'm probably going to end this 8th episode here, just because I was doing the J Sports meeting on this stream. I may start one straight back up to start this event. So stay tuned for that 9th episode. It will come up shortly. Sorry, it's a bit of a short stream today. Maybe my next stream, because I think I'm going to have a house full, so I don't think I will be able to do the microphone. I do apologise. But enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen in this episode. Oh, what's that? Oh, you can't upgrade. Vision Gran Turismo for cars, then you cannot upgrade the brake. The brake horsepower is what the brake horsepower is. And you can't upgrade that either. And it's the lightest it is, so it's four-wheel drive. So yeah, that's how the car is. So you can't get any better than that. Right, okay, well I know that. For at least I've got one. Let's just have a quick look and see whether I have got the daily car now. Hopefully, yes, got the daily car. I can get the daily car in this microphone stream. Oh, the one right at the bottom, the race car with the numbers on, that one. Oh, is that an Aston Martin? No, it's a Lexus. Looked a bit like an Aston Martin, but Lexus LC500 2017. It's a nice looking car, that. So a quick look, see how quick that Lexus is, quickly. Quickest way I can do this is sort by the manufacturer. So we'll move down to L. Lexus, here we go. It's not that one though. Where's the car then? That's a nice Aston Martin. It's one of my favourites. There it is. Right, what was the brake on this? Cool, 469. Nice. Car settings. Can upgrade that whenever I need to. Nice. One thing you can't do on this game, guys, is you cannot sell a gift card. You can only delete it, and obviously I'm not going to do that. It'd be bloody foolish to do that. So right, that's that DB9. That's the car I've got. I've got that car. It's a beast of a car. Currently no bonuses. There's no new activity. 2,000 mileage, 54,000. I'll tell you what, just before we leave, I've got 54 grand. I'll tell you what I'll do. 2 more things on this stream. I will firstly try and buy another car, which I was on Lancia. I think I've, no, that's right. I needed 100k for that, wasn't it? So let's have a look. I doubt I'll be able to get a Pagani. They're going to be far too much. Yes, I thought so. Pagani. Zonda. One of my favourite cars from Gran Turismo 4, that is. 1,800,000. Yeah, I definitely can't afford them. No chance. What about a Maserati? Be touch and go, I don't reckon. No, 167 grand. There's only one, and that's a Maserati Gran Turismo. What was the brake on that? 439. Get a bit better than that. Tune it. KDM. I think I've already got this car. Yeah, that's 100 grand. I've already bought that. Okay, I can't remember if that was in a previous stream or whether I did that before. Tag Heuer, that's just watches. They don't do cars. It's just a sponsorship. In Asia, we start with Hyundai. We start at the bottom. Oh, they got a Vision Gran Turismo Hyundai. 870 brakes. See, that's what I mean. If I could do that race with that car, it would be better than that other one. But it's cost $1 million, so a bit off of that. I've bought that car already. The Genesis. 350 grand is the next car. I've got that car, but yeah, I can't afford the next one with that. So we'll go up with that. I've got a feeling I've already gone through these cars, and I've got a feeling I've bought all the cheap ones. I've got that. It's 100k. I've got that. Got a feeling I can't buy any more of these. In fact, I know for an absolute fact I've done that. So I need... Earpiece fell out. I need 100 grand to buy a car now. So I can't do that at the moment. I've only got 54. So the very last thing I'll do is let's create Escape. Let's go for... I was going through Cuba, wasn't I? Then Japan and Cuba. Let's go back to Japan. Let's see. I've done that, done that, done that, done that, done that, done that. That's how far I got up to. So number 6. How many are there? I want to get a photo. That's another thing. Like the sector times and stuff, and like owning all of the cars. What I want to do is I want to get at least one picture in every single location for a photograph in this game. So it's going to take a long time to do that, but it's a good thing with this game. It is a really big game. That's a lovely scene. What car shall I put there? It's got to be a Japanese car in it. I'll tell you what, let's put this Vision Gran Turismo here. Can it go just... No, you can't move it any more right than that. That's a pain. I was going to put it right in between there. Tell you what, let's have it so it is driving back out of here. Let's do that. Let's put my driver in there. Let's put the headlights on. Put them on high beam. Put the brake lights on as well. Don't want the turn signals on though. Right. I could zoom in now if I want. I can zoom in, but it takes all of that out. I'll tell you what, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's make sure I keep that in there, but let's do that. What do I want? Do I want the majority of the car park in? Or do I want that side in? Let's keep that side in, it's got more buildings and it's in the middle. Let's do that. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Keeps the car in the photograph. Let's move the car over a little bit. Rotate it a little bit more. I think that's alright. Let's do that. Yep, I'm happy with that. Save this picture before closing. Yes. Save to my library. I share everything now because I like everyone to be able to see my stuff. What was this? VIZIV. VIZIV. VIZ. Is it IV? Don't think, yeah, IV. GT, VGT. GT, VGT. I mean, it's not capitals, but that'll do. That's okay, let's share that to the world. Or the Gran Turismo world. And then we will come out of that. Come out of all of these scapes. Right, so that should be on my activity feed now. Yes, you can see that's on my activity feed. I'm going to put a like when it loads. I'm going to put a like for that myself. Right then guys, I'm going to call that here, the stream here. Fantastic. Thank you very much for watching guys. Remember, subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell for updates. And also, take care of yourselves, stay safe. And I will see you for the next episode of my PH vids. And it will be the 9th, I believe, 9th stream of Gran Turismo. But keep an eye for my Final Fantasy VII content as well. Alright guys, take care. See you later.